Anyways. I'm just gonna do Mario Kart. I, like, thought about doing the Scarlet and Violet mystery gift, but then I was like, that's probably only gonna be, like, another hour long. And I need something, like, I don't know. I don't want to play, like, this is a banter night. This is a night where I just talk at, me and chat just talk at each other. So, hi. How you doing? It does also, since the Codename stream is being delayed, it does give me some wiggle room to actually, like, start another longer playthrough. And I gotta be honest, I was, like, even considering, like, starting it tonight, but I decided, like, I'll give it its own stream. I want to start Paper Mario. Which might sound fucking crazy given current events, but listen, current events are not dictated by the Paper Mario franchise. It has nothing to do with that, despite the fact that there are people online who are like, oh, I knew that would happen because the dude in question, he only liked the old Paper Mario, while I liked new Paper Mario. Which is, like, just an insane take to have about someone being a fucking sex pest. That's crazy. I need you to understand that if your takeaway from, like, someone, like, doing that kind of shit is like, oh man, now I get to shit talk his video game opinions, you're, like, an insane person. You, like, actually, there's something that's just, like, it's... I don't know, man. I don't know. Something's up. Anyways. Do I want to play as Funky Kong? Not really. I'm sorry, Funky. Also, yeah, Paper Mario 64, which is on the NSO expansion pass, so I'll just be playing it there. I wanted to get to it before the Thousand Year Door remake dropped, because I wanted to stream the Thousand Year Door remake when it came out, same as I did with Super Mario RPG. Because, like, dude, it's cool as fuck that Mario RPGs are back. I gotta give more respect to them. Because I think they're fun. I haven't, like, played a lot of them, but I think they're fun. Game got really quiet for a second, and I was just waiting for it to crash. I was like, dude, is my Mario Kart broken? I think this guy's copy might be broke. What is Toad doing? What is bro doing? Like, I want to say he's sandbagging, but this just seems like... This just seems like you're playing too bad to even be doing that. Or whatever the term is. Like, what is he doing? Okay, maybe he is doing that. No, I don't know. This guy's kind of scaring me. I need to, like, go into this game and see that this guy's, like, points is, like, 1,000. I don't know, this isn't how I would play Mario Kart, to be fair. Now, what this Funky Kong is doing, he's doing his goddamn best. But yeah, Paper Mario is a big one I want to get to this year. I was, like, thinking about doing Golden Sun, maybe, since that just came to NSO. But I kind of just thought about it, and I was like, man, I could use, like, a good RPG to play on my own. I'll play weirdo RPGs on stream, but, like, a good RPG, that would hit the spot to play on my own first. I don't know, I guess I played Chrono Trigger for the first time on stream, and that's not that weird of an RPG. But it's weird in that it's like an inexplicable masterpiece. Like, they accidentally just made one of the best games ever made. That shit is still so good. I love Chrono Trigger. I will say, I think after playing both, I think I like FF7 more. But, like, my thing on, like, FF7 versus Chrono Trigger, which this feels like it's comparing apples to oranges a little bit, but bear with me here. Like, FF7 is a game that has, like, higher highs but lower lows than Chrono Trigger. Like, Chrono Trigger is more consistently good throughout the entire game. But FF7, when that game is good, God, is it fucking good. Holy shit. I mean, FF7 just, like, it rearranges your fucking brain, dude. What a fucking game. Meanwhile, Chrono Trigger is like, ah, yeah, this is, like, one of the best games I've ever played. But, like, it's chill, though. It's, like, chill AF. Also, what is going on? Is, like, every, like, Korean gacha game getting outed as, like, being run by, like, anti-feminists? I know that, like, apparently there's, like, a bigger anti-feminist movement in, like, Korea. But it's also, like, people, like, I feel like the past couple of days I've been learning about a new company that like, you know, just, like, gives up the goose on that and is like, okay, we'll give in to the misogynists. Like, I just saw that, like, the people who made Cookie Run were, like, rejecting people for being, like, feminists. There was something with, like, Arknights where, like, one of the artists who worked on Arknights got, like, ousted because they were, like, a feminist. They did, like, a feminist Google Doodle or whatever the fuck. It's just, it's insane. It's insane to give in to the demands of, like, people like that. I mean, it's easy for me to say, because I have no stake in the game. I don't live in Korea, and also I don't play gacha games, because I think gacha games are, like, the devil. I think that perhaps humanity's greatest folly is creating the concept of the gacha game. Like, literally, you cannot get me to think positively about, like, literally any aspect of a gacha game. I am actually, like, so nuclearly negative about it. Like, literally anything cool that a gacha game could do, I'm like, oh yeah, they did that for fan service so they could get more money from people. Duh. Honestly, insane take, I probably would rather go to the casino than play a gacha game. Because at least a casino is like a social event. At least I'm going there with other unfortunate souls who decided to gamble away their money in hopes that they'll be the one person to win it big out of, like, millions who have tried. Like, you know, there's something about the vibe of a seedy casino as compared to sitting in your bedroom on your phone, looking at PNGs of anime girls in swimsuits. You're not gonna get to see Grandpa lose it all in a gacha game, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, there's, like, a social element, but, like, a social element of, like, being online compared to the social element of, like, being at an actual place is just, like, inherently a little worse to me. Like, I like going to the movie theater because, like, it's a social thing. Like, you get to react with along with the other people in the theater. Yeah, it's like fine to just sit at home and like watch a movie and like pirate a movie that's in theaters, but like you miss out a little bit on the experience. Vaguely related, but I do think it's funny that after all this time, and I've said this on stream many times, like, Twitter is still convinced that I'm both really into Bandori and that I'm also really into Project Sekai. I have never played either of these games, nor do I really know a lot about them. I just know that they're, like, gacha games, and that's, like, basically it. Well, I know that Project Sekai has, like, Vocaloid stuff in it. I don't know how heavy the Vocaloid stuff in it is, because I don't care. But I know it's in there. Now, Bandori, like, you couldn't get me to name anything that happens in Bandori. You couldn't get me to name anything about that video game. I just know that it exists. I had, like, friends who were into it when it, like, first dropped. It was, like, kind of the thing... Like, the thing I actually do know about Bandori... I lied. There is actually one thing I know about it. Is that Bandori was kind of, like, the first in the wave of, like... gacha games that people would play instead of Love Live. Like, Love Live used to be, like, the fucking, like, queen of the gachas. And then, like, a bunch of other gacha games came out that people would rather play. And I don't know if that speaks to the quality of Love Live or simply, you know, a change in the audience, but... Bandori had a Persona collab and it didn't shut down. Yeah, I do think the trend of gacha games shutting down if they collab with Persona is, like, funny as fuck, even if it's not always accurate. Like, Bandori, you survived another day, but watch your fucking back. Alright, watch your fucking back when Persona 6 comes out. I think the only gacha game, like, at least recently that I can think of where they almost got me, was actually Limbus Company. And then Limbus Company was, like, the first in the wave of, like, these companies, like, doing things because, like, they're scared of, like, anti-feminists. Like, they were the Fall Guys. And then, like, the same shit happened to, like, Cookie Run and whatever the fuck else I remember hearing about yesterday. It was Arknights. It was Arknights. Yo, wait, but are you guys gonna buy the Mega Man X Dive NFTs? Who's ready? Who's buying? You know. Last year may have been a bad year for the NFTs, but this year we're bringing it back, baby. That's right, they'll be making 50 more monkey pictures for you to buy. Alright? 50 more lucky people are gonna get to join the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And it's all thanks to the blockchain, it's all thanks to the metaverse. It is, like, crazy, like, genuinely, how recently it still feels where, like, NFTs were the big hot topic, and you couldn't, like, fucking avoid them online. And now they're just, like, they're, like, fucking dead already. Nobody gives a shit anymore. I feel like the only people, like, there are still, like, a few people who are, like, really invested in, like, NFTs. But it's all, like, the dudes who are still convinced, like, no, buy the dip, buy the dip. This time, the prices will go crazy, dude. We're gonna go to the moon. Like, I don't know, in general, like, cryptocurrency has just, like, fallen off a cliff. I'm sure, like, Bitcoin is still, like, pretty expensive. But I don't think there's as many people, like, going out of their way to buy up every graphics card in the world so they can make money off of Bitcoin. I'm sure it still happens, but it cannot be as frequent as it was during, like, the start of the pandemic. Game? I gotta stretch a bit. What, has it been like a week since I did a stream that was over an hour? It sure fucking feels like it. Because I was really convinced, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all this work done on the Codename stream, and then I did not get the amount of work done that I would have needed to put it on. But that's fucking okay. Again, I'm very dedicated to making sure that stream is the best that it is instead of, like, bullshitting it. Because, like, listen, if anybody is going to, like, put their whole fucking pussy into, like, doing a stream of Codename Steam, a video game that nobody in the world gives a shit about, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. And hi, Splee, welcome. I appreciate you saying so. I appreciate you saying so. It'll be nice for a bit to worry about some smaller scale stuff at least, instead of just only worrying about, like, one big project. Like, dude, honestly, the one thing that I've been trying to get going for, like, the past couple weeks is that I've really been trying to get Jackbox going with friends. But every day off that I've had, which is today, I have off work today, I tried to get people on board for Jackbox, and a few people were like, oh, hell yeah, I'll be down for Jackbox. And then other people were like, I'm too busy today, sorry. And it's like, I understand, and I respect that. But damn. Why the fuck did my days off have to be like a Wednesday, bro? Who the fuck is free on a Wednesday aside from my stupid ass? Dude, it's fucking hump day. I don't know, this is the second week in a row where work has given me off just like Wednesday and Saturday. That seems to be my current assigned days off. Which, I mean, I don't mind. Honestly, having Saturday off is really nice. Free on a Wednesday, you as of 36 minutes ago? Let's go. Hi, Lord CW, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Saturday probably would be, like, a good, like, assigned collab day if I keep getting off of work on Saturdays. Because, like, most people would be free on a Saturday. Maybe not as many people, you know, a lot of my friends have started working jobs as of recently. Which is how you know, you're no longer college age. Well, I mean, you technically never leave college age, but you do leave college. And so do your friends. You gotta go baby park. You gotta go baby park every time. You can college your age, but you can't college your friend's age. That is true. That is true. Yes! Yes! Maybe I can get some fucking wins in, because I've been on a losing streak. My poor points are suffering so much. Literally, what am I gonna do without my fucking Mario Kart points? People are gonna think I'm an 8,700 Mario Kart player when I'm actually an 8,800 player usually. My life is ruined. That Japanese player was off 4 points from Boob. That is tragic. That is tragic. We have to make them go 4 points up or down? I'll do my best, boss. Semi-related. But it's like, it's good to remember. I don't give a shit about saying this public, because it's like, if you find my, like, NSFW Twitter account, and you really want to follow it, like, go fucking ahead. I'm not gonna post it publicly, but I did make one recently, and it was very relieving having, like, a few friends follow me on their own, and then realizing that, like, everybody has, like, a little bit of freakiness inside them. It's really reassuring. Because, like, I feel like we all of us during our journey with our sexuality think we're, like, the weirdest person ever. And then it's actually not true. Everybody's fucking bizarre. And if you try to convince me that you're not, like, a little weird when it comes to sex, I don't believe you. Anyways, yeah, my NSFW account is at Bernie Sanders, so if you want to go follow, you can. At least among queer people, you know, you might be the most vanilla. I could see that. Well, no, I don't know you like that. That sounded, like, really weird for me to say. But you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It, like, that could happen to anyone. That could fucking happen to anyone. Bernie Sanders in chat. Did I find your secret Twitter account? I don't think so. Are you actually Bernie Sanders and, like, I just told a fib on stream? You're Bernie Sanders? I can't leave any witnesses, I'm sorry. Imagine there was just a gunshot noise. No, wait, that would be like... Hold on, wait, no. If you're Bernie Sanders... Okay, wait, hold on. Greetings, federal agents. I am a satire account. Fuck. Hold on. Okay, I think we got them off my tail. Whew. That was a close one. We're back in it. We're back in the runnings. This map is good for avoiding red shells. On account of all the fucking traffic. Moonview Highway really is a better highway stage, though. I don't know. I'm sorry to all the people who are really into, like, Toad's Turnpike. It's just, it's not for me, you know? It's not the right fit. Both Mushroom Bridge and Mushroom City are better. Mushroom Bridge is the one from Double Dash, right? I think I know which one you're talking about. Shroom Ridge kind of is better. That is true. I don't know, like, this level mostly being strictly on a highway is, like, kind of dull. Ain't no amount of anti-grav saving that. Dude, no way. Actually, if, like, the cars went on, like, the anti-grav with you, that would have been awesome. Do you think dodge cars with anti-grav is a fun gimmick? It would be a much worse course without it. Yeah. It's still not that inspiring, though. It's like one of the more flaccid uses of anti-grav in this game. Baby Park again! Let's go! Aw, things are coming up, Morgan. Things are coming up, Morgan. See if we can get a good ranking again. Playing masterfully on Baby Park and no other map. Although I've gotten a bit back into the groove, to be fair. Been doing much better these past few races. I'm a little sad I didn't end up being able to play the Splatfest that happened, because I didn't fucking realize it was happening. Oh, am I still facehand on Twitch? Whoops. Whoops. I'll fix that after, Baby Park. It was the Frosty Fest. It was like, who would you rather spend the holidays with? And it was like friends, family, or spending it alone. And I don't think the Splatoon, like, creators thought about it enough, because they put, Big Man on Team Solo, and I don't believe in that. He would not be on his own for the holidays. That's not true. I don't believe it. Big Man is a man of the people. But yeah, I, like, missed the entire Splatfest happening. I was gonna stream it, but then stuff came up. He literally could spend the holidays with whoever he wants. I guess, like, they probably didn't want to make the third theme, or, like, the third team lovers. Because they're, like, kids who play Splatoon. And, like, all the kids who are playing Splatoon who, like, don't even know that gay people exist yet are like, ew, girls have cooties. So they probably had no choice, although I don't know how many kids were picking solo. I mean, I guess it kinda does. I mean, if you and your lover have like a kid or something, that could count under family too. It's very complex. That's a very complex subject. I'm gonna fucked up this race. Third option should have been playing Nintendo Switch. I was about to say that would have been me as hell, but that's not even true, because I spent Christmas with my family and I was playing on my Steam Deck instead of my Switch. My Switch has not been getting a lot of loving at all recently. But I mean, part of that was that I was playing through Pokemon Ultra Sun, and before that I was playing Phoenix Wright on my Steam Deck. I never actually finished Case 5. I probably should do that, but also, man, that case is long as fuck. That case is long as hell. But I'll get to it. I know that the Apollo Justice trilogy drops very soon. So before I play those games, I definitely want to get through the original trilogy again. You know I'm picking Baby Park again. You haven't played Mario RPG yet? The remake is so good. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mario too, obviously. It's actually funny. So, like, there was, like, a thing at work where, like, one of my coworkers, he's, like, a guy who doesn't really play a lot of video games, and I think he kind of doubted the, like, scope of my video game knowledge. And, like, he was like, can you name 50 video games? And, like, when he said that, I was like, dude, I could name 50 Mario games. So I, like, named off 50 separate Mario games, and now just, like, at work, I'm known as, like, the Mario person. Like, and, not even in, like, a derogatory way, like, people have a lot of respect for me now. Because, you know, a lot of them are, like, gamers, so they're like, oh, Morgan knows a lot about video games. I mean, just think about how much she knows about Mario. In awe of your Mario knowledge. And, like, literally, though. And it's like, all of them are, like, even if they don't really, like, own Nintendo systems, they have some level of respect for Mario. You know, I have one guy who, like, pretty much exclusively plays PlayStation now. He was like, oh, yo, I remember playing, like, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo back in the day. I really liked that game. That game was cool as fuck. And I was like, hell yeah, it's like one of the greatest games ever made. Fuck, I didn't do it fast enough. I was worried about doing it too soon, but I actually did it too late. Closest you've gotten to revealing your power level at work is discussing Tears of the Kingdom with the HR lady. That's dope. I don't think I could ever talk to my HR woman about, like, any video game. Honestly, like, the HR at my work, like, ever since, like, they got, like, a new HR woman, it seems like she's, like, literally never in her office. I've never interacted with the new HR woman once. She's been there for, like, 4 months. It's crazy. Even when I got sick and I needed to, like, bring in doctor's notes, like, I would just leave it in, like, a mailbox that she has, like, by her door, because she's, like, literally never in her office. I don't even know how people get fucking hired at my job anymore, because we've had a lot of hirings recently, but, like, that goes through HR. Like, HR is the one who handles, like, interviews and, like, hiring and such. I don't know how the fuck they do it when she's, like, never in her office, dude. It's crazy. Literally every time I've ever needed to see HR, I've had to go through some other person, or I've had to leave something in her mailbox. I don't even know if I know what our current HR woman looks like. She doesn't even work from home. She just does, like, random other shit around the store. Like, I know she was handling some of the deliveries that we do at the store. One of the times I tried to see her. But she's always doing, like, random shit like that, instead of, like, HR work. I mean, the, like, delivery department, probably. Like, dude, I am so glad I don't work delivery at the grocery store, because I actually, like, genuinely, I think that's the worst department. I think that is the worst department you could work for. Genuinely, being a fucking cashier seems like a better stint in life than having to work delivery for the store. Because, like, literally every time I work, because, like, the deli has to do some orders for, like, delivery. You know, we get them in, like, a little machine, and we do them throughout the day. I swear to God, like, every day for, like, the past year, the delivery department is always hours behind. Like, our store stops deliveries at some point during the evening, and, like, it takes them until, like, fucking 8:30 to get orders that were, like, due at, like, 6 o'clock. And not, like, due to, like, go out at 6 o'clock. I mean due to be at someone's front door at 6 o'clock. There have been some days recently where, like, delivery was, like, so fucked that they actually had to roll some of, like, the people's, like, groceries over to the next day. Because they actually, like, they didn't have any more delivery trucks coming in because it was so fucking late. And people still have to do it. Like, the people who work delivery have to work such long fucking hours. It's crazy. I do not envy them at all. Like, I have complained about the deli sometimes on stream. And, you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but, like, dude, compared to, like, pretty much any other job I could have at the grocery store, one of my coworkers said it best. The deli workers were like the fucking celebrities of the store. Everybody loves the deli workers. We're usually, like, you know, we are short-staffed sometimes. That has been a problem in the past, but right now, like, usually when, like, they hire a bunch of people, they bring them to the fucking deli. Like, that happened to me once, because I didn't realize how that worked. I, like, ordered, like, same-day delivery for, I think it was Super Mario Odyssey. And, like, they just had, like, a DoorDash driver go to my door before I even, like, really knew what DoorDash was. And I was just like, what the fuck? Is that how it works? I don't know why the fuck I would have thought they would have done it through the postal service, but I don't know, it didn't process in my mind that they would just have, like, a random dude drive it over. That didn't process in my mind. They love this map. We're playing this fucking map again. Yeah, I guess the song is good, to be fair. It was one of the lowest ranked ones. Damn. I mean, it wouldn't be in my top songs from this game, but it is good. Although, I gotta, like, this is a game where, like, the competition is fucking steep. Mario Kart 8 is, like, dude, a game with an insane soundtrack. There's so many good songs. Dolphin Shoals was near the middle. Can I be honest? I might put it, like, towards the middle also. I mean, the sax does go crazy in it, but I don't know. Dolphin Shoals is just, like, it's a good song. It's a good song. If this is at the bottom, that's a testament to the game's OST. It really is, though. There's just so many good fucking songs in this game. I mean, fuck, even, like, as mixed as the DLC could be for some people, like, even the DLC had a lot of banger tracks. trying to remember what number 1 was. You thought it was a weird pick. I'm trying to think what I would think is number 1 in terms of music. Bowser's Castle would be up there for me. Dragon Driftway. That's a really good one. Ninja Hideaway is really good. I really like GBA Boo Lake. I'm trying to think. There's so many fucking tracks in this game. But I'm only remembering the tracks where I'm like, oh, I wouldn't put that at the top for music. Just because, like, I don't know, like, Sweet Sweet Canyon has a good song, but it wouldn't be number 1. I don't know, I could see Shy Guy Falls. It wouldn't be my number 1. But I would say that's a really fucking good song. See, I don't think my top 5 would, like, include any of the Rainbow Roads. Maybe that makes me a weirdo. Maybe N64 Rainbow Road. I don't like the track, because they took away its, like, long gimmick, but it is good. Excitebike Arena has a really good song, too. That is very true. Oh, I love Music Park. I was always a Music Park believer. Well, I think we know the Mario Kart devs' favorite song in the game. Because Waluigi Pinball is the only song that's so nice they had to play it twice. Why is this guy's name I'm Sorry? Is he sorry because he's a white guy with dreads? There are a lot of good jazzy tunes in this game. I would have to listen to LA Laps again. What would be my least favorite song in the game? I don't know. I don't know if there is a song that I strictly dislike. That I'm like, oh yeah, this would be the shittiest one. Because again, this game's OST is so fucking good. It's definitely, like, one of the best, like, Nintendo OSTs. Damn, I'm kinda owned. Unless I get really good items here. Not good enough, brother, HH. Honestly, I think a part of it is just right now, it is too hard to remember, like, 100 songs. There's a lot of fucking music in this game. So trying to remember all of it off the top of my head is like, I can't do it. It's not feasible. Alright, I'll vote Wii Rainbow Road, even though my heart says Baby Park again. Dude, I think I talked about it on the last Isaac stream, but I was kind of distracted playing Isaac to talk about it more. But how do we feel about Verlicify, or whatever the fuck his name is? Whatever his username is? Spending like $50,000 on like a Has-Been Hotel music video that like bankrupted him or something. Dude, the Twitch ads are like so corny. Oh shit, wait, is this 200cc? Keep getting the gamer Jack-in-the-Box ad where she's about to end stream, then eats a curly fry and transgenders into Jack-in-the-Box. Yo, she was literally trying to get Jack-in-a-Box, brother. She looked the right. Yeah, $50,000 to spend on, like, an animated music video is insane. He spent more money on that, like, music video than, like, probably, like, VivziePop paid some of her animators. I bet some of those animators that actually work on Has-Been Hotel are, like, literally so jealous of whoever got paid, like, $50,000 to animate this music video of Verlicify having, like, sex with a Has-Been Hotel character. No, it was Verbalace! Verlicify is the Pokemon guy that people don't like. Wait, hold on. It's Verbalace, I think. Is that how you say the username? I was definitely saying the wrong user in general. Yeah, it's the Beatbox guy. It is Beatbox Cartoons guy. I hate to be, like, a little bit of a hater, also. But, like, people, like, found out that that dude was, like... Also, like, he had said, like, some really transphobic stuff. And I'm like, you guys have to stop putting stock into people that make shit like cartoon beatbox battles. Like, I don't know, I'm not saying that I saw it coming. But I don't know, like, cartoon beatbox rap, like, battles is, like, barely a step above, like, Skibidi Toilet, in my mind. Like, it's not exactly high art here. People got upset about the Skibidi Toilet guy, too. Yeah, and, like, again, I don't want to be too mean, but it's also, like... It's fucking Skibidi Toilet. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, an old person. Oh, dude, wait. You're telling me the Epic Rap Battles of History guy did something problematic? I'm gonna need some time to think about this. I don't know, that's like my hater take. Not that I can't be upset by, like, people online turning out to be kind of shitheads, as you guys could tell by an announcement I made in the server yesterday, but there are just some times where I'm just like, you can't get this anywhere else? Like, I don't know, there are a million people out there making, like, funny Gmod animations still. There's, like, a million people out there probably doing beatboxing. I think it's gonna be all okay, guys. I don't know, admittedly, it is me being a bit of a hater. The internet is so big, literally for one shithead creator, there's 12 gay people doing the same thing? Like, actually. That is true. That is true. JJ from Cocomelon was being lesbophobic. Can I say something horrible? And, like, I'm saying this as a lesbian. I want that to be real so bad because of how fucking funny it would be. Like, I wouldn't even get mad about it because it'd be so fucking inexplicable, I'd be, like, losing my mind. Like, why the fuck JJ from Cocomelon even commenting on us in the first place? What the hell does he care? He's like a little baby or whatever. He was singing about how it's Adam and Eve with his animal friends. See, I hate to say it like this, I kind of lucked out a little bit that the pandemic hit when it did, because I never got to know my nieces when they were young enough to be into, like, Cocomelon. Or at the very least, the niece that I see more frequently is, like, old enough where she would have no reason to, like, be watching Cocomelon, really. Especially because, like, at age 3, like, she was into fucking Dragon Ball Z. Like, dude, if she's, like, already, like, on, like, Goku, she's not gonna care about Cocomelon. That's, like, beneath her. She is a little bit into Disney stuff. I definitely remember last time she was over, she was just watching, like, a bunch of Disney movies. Like, I know she was watching Lilo and Stitch at one point, which, honestly, good taste. Good taste. Lilo and Stitch is a great movie. Your nephew was watching Jake Paul before COVID? You have yet to get a good look at the ramifications of that? That's like brain poisoning. Watching any of the Paul brothers is, like, literally, like, injecting a parasite into your brain. Watched Treasure Planet for the first time in like 20 years earlier this week, and wow, that movie is good. Maybe I should do that. I don't think I've seen Treasure Planet since I was literally 3. Sorry, Mom, I can't join you for Dancing Watermelon video. Goku about to beat this guy's ass. So true. So true. And hi, V, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I will say, though, that niece is into Bluey. My niece who got into Dragon Ball Z, she's also into Bluey. Which, I mean, I don't know. Bluey could be like a Goku-type character. I don't know. I never watched it. Listen, I'm like the chill wine aunt who will, like, run up and down the stairs, but I'm not gonna sit down and watch Bluey. I'm sorry. I know it's like a good show. I know it's a good show, but it's not gonna happen. I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll eat my words. Because I did watch a video about Bluey, and I was like, okay, I kind of respect what this show is going for more. But I'm also, like, I feel like part of it, like, even after watching that video, I was like, I respect it more. I'm still not gonna watch it, though, because this seems like probably stuff that would be, like, more important if I was, like, a parent, which I do not plan on becoming. So funny seeing streamer people you watch getting kids now saying shit like keep the baby out of the room when I'm playing Vampire Survivors, otherwise their brain is ruined. Dude, honestly, if I was a kid, or no, what am I saying? If I was a parent and like my kid walked in on me playing like, I don't know, like Binding of Isaac or something, I just imagined myself as Northern Lion. Hold on, let me come up with a different example. If I, like, was playing, like, TF2, and, like, my kid walked in, I'd be like, you gotta learn one of these days, alright? Are you ready to meet the scout? You may not understand the funny words he's saying, but I can rest assure you that he is quite the funny fellow. And you will learn to enjoy his funny sounds, where he says, woo! Hold on, honey. Daddy is fighting poop monsters. No, you can't watch. It's for adults only. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny is that, like, Edmund McMillan's kid has played the... Or at least has watched, like, Edmund McMillan himself play Binding of Isaac. Or no, wait. No, he has a daughter. Sorry. She's watched him play Binding of Isaac. What is Germa-son? Does Germa have a son now? I think she does. It's either that or someone else in Edmund's family who's, like, fairly young. I would have to look it up, but, like, someone in Edmund's family who's really young. It might be his daughter, it might not be, voices Isaac. Oh, wait, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. He's like, you know, Germa-son? He's based off that guy. I see what you mean now. I understand. Okay, so Isaac's voice in Repentance is the son of one of the people from Ridiculon. That's who the voice is. It's not Edmund's daughter. Bad time for that emote? No time for that bricked up emote. Just pretend we were still talking about Bluey, and you were like, "Oh fuck, I love the dad from Bluey." Because there are some people online like this. There are people out there in the world who are really into the dad from Bluey, and that's not a judgmental statement. That's just me stating the facts. Dude, the scouts are conversing. How much of the Bluey fandom online would unironically be like, ugh, I hate kids? Are you just making up a guy? See, the crazy thing is, I don't even think you're making up a guy. There are, like, literally people will do that for, like, any kid's cartoon. Be like, oh man, we gotta get kids out of this fandom. And it's literally like a show that's like trying to teach you, like, hey, stay in school, don't do drugs, or whatever. That's definitely, like, the most embarrassing type of person online. Is, like, person who's, like, really into, like, thing for kids. But is like, ugh, I can't believe that kids would be really into this thing. I mean, what the hell do they think they're doing invading on our fandom space? Am I right, my fellow adults? Cartoon reviews. Like, literally, though. Like, I saw something similar recently where someone was like, teens, get out of the Has-Been Hotel fandom. Okay, this show is too mature for you. This show is for adults. You don't understand the subtle humor of Has-Been Hotel. And it's like, dude, the subtle humor of Has-Been Hotel is that they say more fuck words in a sentence than I do. I watched a clip of Has-Been Hotel, and it was impressive to me how many times they say a fuck word. Like, you guys know me, I love to swear. It's one of my favorite things to do. And even I don't swear nearly as much as they do in a 30-second clip of Has-Been Hotel. It's crazy. You can't suck your dick, though. In Has-Been Hotel. They say the fuck word more than the fucking Devilman OVA dub? God. Never heard more about Family Guy than when you were in middle school with your peers. Same with South Park. Like, actually, though. I didn't actually hear a lot about South Park in school, but Family Guy, oh my god. There were so many people into Family Guy when I was, like, in middle school and high school. Yeah, I have, like, no respect for South Park. It's just it's a dumb show made by centrists who don't actually believe in anything, so they kind of just throw whatever shit at the wall they can. Yeah, it takes a week to make. Every time I think about South Park, like, the first thing I think of is when they were doing, like, a plot line that was, like, reliant on, like, Hillary Clinton winning the 2016 election, and before the election ended, they, like, had, like, a little, like, twist ending where, like, oh my god, Hillary Clinton is responsible for this stuff in South Park! And then, like, Donald Trump won the election, so they had to, like, completely rework this entire plot line they had been building up to. It's, like, maybe one of the more embarrassing things I've, like, heard a TV show do. And again, it's just, like, it's dumb. It's not particularly, like, there's not really any moments that I've ever seen from South Park where I was like, wow, this is funny. And, like, it's not even because I, like, get super, like, offended. Like, I don't know. I've watched some crazy shit on YouTube. Alright? There is some unsavory stuff that I've watched on YouTube. Granted, I probably didn't enjoy it much, but I've watched stuff that's probably more offensive than South Park was. So it's just like, it's boring humor by people who don't actually believe in anything, except that believing in stuff makes you, like, a moron. Like, aw, you believe in this thing? Ew! Aw, you're a feminist? Ew! Hey, but don't worry, we'll make fun of a Republican senator too, just so you know we're, like, real centrists, though. You know, we don't fuck with anybody. I don't know, it's just dumb. It's a dumb show. I don't know, I have, like, no respect for it, and, like, like, it's just, like, it's, like, very funny to me that, like, there's, like, a whole generation of, like, LGBT kids who are, like, growing up, and they're, like, all, like, super into South Park for some reason, and they're, like, convinced that, like, all the little racist South Park characters are, like, gay or trans. And it's just, like, do you guys have, like, nothing else to watch? Do they even watch South Park? I don't know. They don't post about anything else, so I have to believe they're watching South Park. Otherwise, I don't know why they're, like, posting so much about Cartman from South Park being transgender. It doesn't make sense to me. It really is crazy. Like, South Park Yaoi is, like, insane. My pronouns are he, they. Thank you for asking. He would not fucking say that. Literally. He wouldn't fucking say that. Well, no. Actually, I'm gonna go to bat here and say that he would say that, but it would be a joke about how, like, pronouns are stupid. He would, like, a character in South Park would say that, and then the other characters would be like, ha! Gay! Or some shit like that. Gaylers is like an insane phenomenon online. It really is. Like, I don't know, it's one thing to like Taylor Swift music. That's whatever to me, like, I don't know, she's probably like fine if you're into like modern pop music, but I'm not. So I don't care. But like, dude, being like so convinced that like Taylor Swift is like a lesbian is like, where is the proof? Where is the proof? Where are you people getting this from? It's like all insane conspiracy shit. She literally mastered all 4 genres of music. See, if I was, like, a pretentious, like, music nerd, hearing the 4 genres of music probably would have made me plop a blood vessel. But instead, honestly, it gave me a hearty chuckle. It did give me a hearty chuckle. See, I don't get, like, ads like that. What ads do I get on YouTube? Because I still watch stuff on, like, YouTube, like, mobile. Oh, that's a joke / reference? It's a good one. I like it. What was I gonna say? Oh, YouTube ads? I get a lot of, like, the YouTube ad I keep getting a lot of is, like, the Mint Mobile ads, where, like, Ryan Reynolds is on screen and he's, like, insisting, guys, we paid nothing for this advertisement. We only care about giving you the best service. And it's like, I get the ads so frequently that I'm like, Ryan Reynolds had to have funneled, like, millions of dollars into YouTube ad space, specifically so I alone would watch his, like, Mint Mobile ad every time I want to rewatch, like, a big yellow Pokemon video. Like, it's, like, consistently, like, every time on YouTube mobile, it feels like one of the only ads I get is, like, a different Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile ad. It's either that or just, like, a random Nintendo ad. I have been seeing some ads for the Another Code collection, I think it's called. The one games that were, like, old DS games that just got new ports. Your congressperson is running for Senate this year, and you've been getting ads from him since November. Your primaries aren't until May, asshole. See, I haven't even gotten, like, any political ads. I don't know, I guess I don't really watch political stuff on YouTube. I usually get, like, my dose of politics on, like, Twitter and Tumblr, and, like, even then, like, I'd, like, I obviously, like, keep up with current events to an extent, but, like, you know, I'm not always the fastest on the uptick. So I guess, like, YouTube has decided, like, okay, you don't get the political ads. You get those and random targeted ads specifically for your gay ass, but then, like, randomly the most right-wing, did you know gay people are evil, actually, or you should love Jesus, here's why. And you're like, do you honestly think this will convince me? Don't want to be the fastest on the uptick, it drives you crazy. I kinda had to be fast on the uptick in college, because I took, like, a journalism course, which I had to fucking do during the 2020 election. God, that was, like, the most stressful week of my life. I was writing shit that was gonna be put in the school newspaper. And it did. It did. Some stuff I wrote about the election got put in the school newspaper. But yeah, that was wild. I don't envy the kids who are gonna have to write up about this upcoming election. Cause, like, honestly, at this point... Also, hi Jane, I am winning. I am winning. Honestly, at this point, like, with, like, in terms of, like, the election... I like, don't know who the fuck's gonna win. And I honestly don't even think it fucking matters, because, like, either way, like... The only way we're gonna make reasonable change is kind of just, like, keep protesting, because, like, nobody in, like, the fucking, like... Nobody in office actually wants to do shit, except make the world worse. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I have no idea who's gonna fucking win the election, because, like... It's like... If it's gonna be between, like, Trump and Biden, like, dude... You wanna talk about the world's greatest mid-off? Two of the guys who have gotten, like, the lowest approval ratings from, like... their fucking respective, like, presidencies. Mid is awful generous. Sorry, if I said what I actually felt, I might get arrested. Third parties basically don't exist in America. Like... There are very few, like, independents that have any sort of office. You know, it's crazy that they had, like, that many, like, Republican candidates, because, like, how the fuck did they not manage to find one person that people want to vote for more than Trump? I remember one of my coworkers who's, like, a young, dumb guy who, like, doesn't, like, he's, like, definitely, like, a young Republican. So I just don't vibe with him. And just, like, even he was like, oh, man, you know what? DeSantis could maybe have a chance. And then, like, in, like, one of the, like, recent, like, caucuses or whatever, like, Ron DeSantis had, like, a 12% to, like, Trump's 38%. Because they're all literally worse. He's still running, which is crazy. Honestly, it's fucking crazy that Trump himself is still running. I mean, they're trying to get his ass off the ballot, even. And it's like, I don't think they're gonna be able to. But, like, man, what a fucking joke American politics is, huh? QAnon's a hell of a drug. Yeah. And, like, listen, I gotta be real. I know that things are not necessarily better in other countries. But, like, genuinely, if, like, shit gets, like, really bad in, like, some parts of the United States for, like, LGBT people, like, I've talked about it with Jen, like, I would fuck off. I would get out of this damn place. Because I don't need my adulthood being ruined by, like, whatever shithead we got in office for the next 4 years. He literally is off the ballot in multiple states. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. If Biden fucking wins again, just because Trump was taken off of so many state ballots, that would be insane. That would be fucking crazy. And, like, honestly, it would be, like, the easiest way I think he would win. It's only in the blue states, so don't get your hopes up. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, basically at this point, I'm, like, convinced that, like, no motherfucker being in office could, like, actually make this country better. They can just delay it getting worse. And even then, I don't think it's gonna happen. If both of those two disappear off the ballot, the power vacuum is gonna make the country explode, literally. Honestly, this election cycle has felt kind of fake as fuck to begin with. I gotta be real. And maybe that's just because it's, like, the least logged into an election I've been since, like, I don't know, like, fucking, I wasn't logged in for the 2012 election. The most I knew about 2012 was that I wanted Obama to win and not Mitt Romney, because I was, like, 12. I was 12, and I, like, understood the concept of gay people, and I thought they were cool, so I didn't want Mitt Romney to win. And then 2 years later, I was like, wait a minute! Wait! Could I be one of those? Hold on. Think the Democratic Party could keep it together? You don't know what Republicans do without Trump? Like, only a third of his party care about him? Or, like, only, like, a third of the party only care about him. Respect to me for being younger but taking 3 less years than you? I was very logged into Tumblr. It was bound to happen sooner because I was a Tumblr kid from a young age. Like, I have been on Tumblr now for, like, almost 12 years. Which is fucking crazy to say. But, like, very early on, I made, like, friends with, like, people who were, like, LGBT, and it, like... Well, it obviously created some realization in my brain. Oh, let's go! Fuck you, Yoshi! Stupid bitch. Holy shit. Tumblr taught you were a girl? Like, same, though. There was just a point where it all clicked. It's actually a very funny story. I think the exact time around when I figured out that I could be LGBT was when I met my friend Atticus. He was like doing a webcomic at the time that had like exclusively like an LGBT cast, and like that like made me realize. It made me realize. You realized you liked girls when Steven Universe aired and you saw Season 1 Garnet? Mm-hmm. Tumblr was the first website you saw non-straight NSFW content on? I mean, same. Same. You never told it to the trans guy in your class, but you always thought about him at the time. Why would you want to be a guy? Which in hindsight was a very revealing thought. That reminded me, very recently at work, and I was not able to get in contact with this guy because, like, I think the only place that I could find him online was Facebook, and I don't have a Facebook. But, like, literally, like, a guy came up to the deli counter and was, like... He looked, like, vaguely familiar, and, like, he just, like, pulled up his phone and was like, hey, does this name, do you remember this name at all? And it was, like, the name of a girl that I went to elementary school with. And I was like... Yeah. And he was like, and you're like, and he said my last name, because I think he caught on immediately that I was also trans, probably because he knew my birth name. So he just said my last name, because he didn't know that, like, my coworkers called me Morgan. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, are you who I think you are? And I was like, I don't know, are you who I think you are? And, like... He was like, yo, I had your sister on Facebook at some point. It was nice seeing you again. I wasn't expecting to see you here, and I was like, you too. You too. I wanted to get in contact with him, but again, since, like, the only place I knew where to find him was Facebook, and my sister, like, he's not added by my sister anymore, because my sister remade their Facebook, so I can't use them to get in contact with him, but it was a nice encounter. If I ever see that dude again, like, I'm definitely gonna, like, exchange, like, phone numbers or something, because it would be nice to catch up. Yes, he does know that my sister is non-binary. I think that was actually part of the reason why he added them. Man, I fucked up on that race. I did so good the last race, so I had to come back and fuck it all up. Dude, that's freaking Porky Minch. How the hell Porky Minch get in my game? You did hear about another person you knew in high school transitioning? You're the only trans femme as far as you know, though? Honestly, same. Most trans people that I know IRL are, like, trans men, or at least trans masc. Which I don't have a problem with. They've all been, like, really chill. But I don't know if there has been a moment in my life where I, like, met another trans femme IRL. Part of your gay awakening involved thinking Terezi Homestuck was really cool and not understanding why you liked her so much till midway through a cross-country family trip. If there's, like, any place to have a gay awakening, it probably is, like, a cross-country trip. To be fair, any trip like that when you're younger, like, it changes your entire perspective on life. Before your Garnet Awakening, you would stay up all night looking at the Homestuck Yuri tag and did not even question why. Well, what's the term for it's not Fujoshi. What's, like, the opposite of Fujoshi, where you're, like, really obsessed with Yuri? You were that. Or you thought you were that. Himijoshi, yeah. You thought you were a Himijoshi. A lesbian can be a Himijoshi. That could be true. I don't know enough about the rich history of the Himijoshis to say one way or the other. It was a school year over obsessing over Lapis Peridot art and Homestuck women, then midway through summer going, oh, I am a Terezi type woman. You used to be a Fujoshi back when you thought you were a gay guy. If my mans don't have yaoi hands... Alright, does the chat think that was offensive? If that was offensive, I take it back. If it was funny, I don't take it back. I don't know if that was too much or not. People who go from gay guy to lesbian or vice versa are so fucking cool, literally. That was me! I think, like, the first thing I went for was, like... It was, like... I was cis, but I was, like, pansexual. And then I was non-binary pansexual. And then I was... like, lesbian non-binary. And now I'm, like... kind of a trans woman, kind of non-binary. I'm like a trans woman in the way that they, like, they haven't invented yet. The funny part, your best friend of 12 years can attest to this. You complained about heterophobia and cisphobia with him about as 12-year-olds, and now neither of us are cis or het. You've joked before that you do or have identified as the entire LGBTQIA acronym. It be like that sometimes. You're boring, you just went from straight guy to trans lesbian. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's not boring, that's awesome. Came out to your parents at 16 as gay, and it's definitely not that simple anymore, but you don't know if your parents understand that, or they just know that you're a special little lad. That is true. It's not boring, it's efficient. You're like, you can't be a woman, you don't like men, then you figured it out like a month later. Honestly, it was all thanks to the otherkin. I don't give like I don't give enough credit to the otherkin. You know, when all was said and done, at the very least, there were a lot of LGBT kinnies. Still are. Most of them are. Honestly, the first time that many people, like, probably think about, like, wanting to be a different gender, they probably think, man, it would be so much better if my life was just, like, if I was just this character. Can tell you weren't on Tumblr because it didn't hit you that you could be trans or gay until, like, 2016, 2017. See, like, and, like, I'm not embarrassed to say this, because it was, like, literally, like, 10 fucking years ago. If you're gonna judge me for shit that I did as a teenager, let me tell you, in, like, a fucking engineering course, like, when I was a kid, like, or not a kid, I was in high school, I guess I would still technically be a kid, regardless. I was literally taking, like, no, it wasn't engineering, it was entrepreneurship. I was thinking the wrong E word. But I was in an entrepreneurship class, and, like, literally at the end of the marking period, I, like, went up to the teacher, and I was like, hey, did you get my assignments for the marking period? I know that, like, you know, I know that the end of it is coming up, and I just wanted to make sure all my shit is in. And I actually didn't do, like, any of my homework for that entire marking period. And he was like, oh, no, I didn't get it. Did you do it? And I was like, yeah. And he just marked it all as a 100, and it's the only time I've ever gotten a perfect grade in a class. So if you want to judge me for something, judge me for the sins of my school youth, and not for the sins of, not, like being a logged-in teenager. Anyways, side tangent. But, like, I don't know, when I was a teenager, I was also like, dude, it would be awesome to be, like, this character. But I don't think I didn't take, like, quote-unquote kinning as seriously as, like, a lot of people did online. Dude, like, the whole, like, concept of, like, doubles was insane to me, because I was like, dude, if I met someone else who was me, I'd just go up, I'd give them a handshake and be like, my man. Like, are you kidding me? That was, like, the craziest thing to me, was that people would get into drama about this shit, because I was like, dude, I thought this was just, like, relating to fictional characters, because that's basically what I took it as, for the most part, was just, like, relating heavily to different fictional characters and kind of projecting onto them. Even if it wasn't, like, one-to-one a match, it was pretty much just that. And, like, I feel like most people do that to begin with, so I didn't think it was weird or anything. So, I don't know, the whole, like, I'm literally this character, if you think you're this character, you need to die, that shit was crazy to me. I always saw that, and I was like, dude, you people are, like, off your rocker. You took it seriously, but you got diagnosed with a psychotic disorder as an adult, so you can't even judge Kid You? Yeah, that's fair enough. To be fair, if you have, like, something like that, then it's, like, fine. Then, like, it be how it be. But if you're just, like, mean online, because you want to get clout, then, like, don't do it. You're not gonna get clout for saying that you're the real Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy, okay? Just knock it off. There can be other Clouds from Final Fantasy. Even if in-game Cloud would probably freak out if he saw other Clouds. Okay? When you were on your Peridot shit, you joined/formed a group of other weirdos pretending, and there was just a group chat for a month that was basically an echo chamber. Mm-hmm. You're a triplet and you are very much the most awkward one compared to your brothers. You're also tall and used to wear green all the time, get nervous easily, and can get pretty fruity with it. What you're trying to say is you're literally Luigi. That's dope. I'm, like, really happy for you. That's a good way to be. I don't know, I think as I got older, even though, like, sometimes it can be a little hard for me to gauge, like, my own personality and stuff, at the very least, when I think about, like... Whenever I think about, like, fictional characters and whether or not, like, yo, they're literally just like me for real, I always think, like, no, they're not, because they did this thing, and I would never do that shit. Honestly, the problem is that most characters in media have too many problems, and I'm mostly chill AF with it. Like, I don't know, if I was, like... If I was in, like, the war of puppy dogs and kitty cats, I would literally turn out fine. That is true, also. Irio is the third Mario brother. The yellow and blue Marios from Super Mario Advance multiplayer? True. Very true. I don't know, this is gonna be the funniest question I ever asked. If you guys had to assign me a character, who would you say I'm most like? It doesn't have to be a character I know. You could say I'm like fucking Blorbo Baggins from like Shit Suckers 3000, and I'd nod my head politely, being like, yeah, sure. I trust your intuition. Although, honestly, Shit Suckers 3001 is superior. Feel like I'd be an Adult Swim character? There's a lot of them out there. Don't know if she was, but you think the old icon I used was Kagamine Rin, so her? I did have a Kagamine Rin icon for a very long time. I mean, Kagamine Rin is like an interesting character to get assigned in general, because it could be true. Because, like, she's just like any of the Vocaloids, and I mean, I know there's, like, media, like, Project Sakai or whatever, where they have, like, the Vocaloids as, like, actual characters, but for the most part, they're just, like, character designs that you could make use of for whatever you need them to be in a song. Like, you could have a song where Kagamine Rin is just Motherfucker Morgan, and she's, like, swearing and playing baby games for children. And that would be fine. It would make sense. That would be the way of the world. That would be too mean. If you said that about me, like, I don't know, I would probably just, like, stop streaming and never come back. Susie from Deltarune, but you haven't played Deltarune, you just know her from the cartoon where Ralsei denies smoking weed. Susie is kind of badass. I was a big fan of her when Deltarune Chapter 1 dropped. And I still am. I think she's a fun character. I like that after going through a journey, she kind of, like, goes through this character arc of going from, like, the typical school bully to just being a nice, curious girl who's trying to be, you know, normal. Not so rude. Maybe still, like, try and project an air of coolness. But she's not gonna, like, slam you against a locker for it. A need from OKKO. That is very funny to assign me, given the posts I've made and the enemies I've made, but I respect it. I respect it as a choice, even though I know basically nothing about her character. I did make a very inflammatory tweet about OKKO in, like, 2019 that I would never make these days because, like, I don't give a shit. It's, like, it's not for me, but it's, like, it's fine that it exists. And if other people get enjoyment out of it, who am I to tell them otherwise? It is also kind of still a funny tweet, though, to be fair. I have to admit, some of that Morgan hater energy from back then is still, like, really funny. Cause you know what it is? Like, when I'm a hater, some of the shit I say is, like, so inexplicable. The Aaron Cumcoma post is, like, specifically me being a hater. Like, I made that post when I was, like, thinking about how much, like, Game Grumps sucks. I just made up this scenario where Aaron Hansen dies from a cum coma. It can be funny. It can be funny. It's not the energy I want to carry these days. But, like, I don't know. I think, like, the specific brand of, like, hater energy I had where it was, like, so inexplicable and, like, some of the shit I would say is so abstract that, like, it ended up, like, still being funny. Even though it was rude. Sometimes you just love to be a hater, even if you don't mean what you say. It is kind of fun to be a little bit of a hater sometimes. I do try to find a little bit of a balance. Like, I'm not gonna be 100% positivity all the time. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. But I also don't want to be, like, Dude, when I was, like, big into my hater phase, I was, like, I would overanalyze, like, literally every single thing I would ever watch or, like, play or, like, enjoy. And just, like, listen, it got me an English degree. Now that I have the degree, listen, if you want to get me to do that, there's gotta be some money involved. Alright, there's gotta be some fucking money involved if you want me to do, like, 100%, like, super serious, like, fucking, like, super serious, like, you know, analyses of stuff. Not that I don't like analyzing stuff, but analyzing stuff from this, like, super, like, critical lens is just, like, I don't know. I'll admit it. I'm a simple person. I'll watch something because I think it's kind of funny. We all have a little bit of a hater in our heart. But again, I think I can live with being a little bit of a hater if I do it in a way that's very abstract. Been trying so hard to assign me a character, but you can't associate me with anything other than myself. It means I have a very unique personality, which could be good or bad. I mean, truly nobody in the game is doing it like Motherfucker Morgan. Except Vivzipop, I mean, she's swearing more than I can muster, and just, I don't know if I'll be able to match that. I don't know if I should, either. I don't know if, like, saying, like, yo, wait, sucking cock? Wait, hold on. Fuck? Ass? Yo, wait, cock in the ass? Like, I don't know if that would really carry any energy into the stream other than, like, being, like, the most mid-fucking thing you could watch on Twitch.tv. Yo, wait, hold on. We could kinda go for a conversation about gay sex. Well, you can say it, V, even if it is a very strange choice. Welcome to the goddamn digital circus. My name is Morgan will be your B. I am your bitch. No! You watch those 2 leaked hotel episodes and that video is 100% accurate, by the way? What if there was a guy and he liked penises? Dude, I, like, actually, like, the only media I've ever seen of Has-Been Hotel is, like, one of those leaked clips where it's just, like, I don't know, I think, like, a character is talking to Adam from Adam and Eve, and he just, like, I don't know, he just looks like a fucking chess piece. And he's just like, yeah, I love prostitutes sucking my cock, or whatever the fuck he was saying. I wasn't paying attention, because honestly, I just heard a lot of fuck words, and I was like, this is nonsense. Listen, I love to say fuck words. This is nonsense. It's just a guy saying, ass, fuck, dick, and, like, them stringing together, like, vaguely related sentences. It's so nothing. Like, I don't know, it's not offensive to me. I'm not, like, offended. I love saying swear words. It's just, like, I don't know, it's like, it's junk food. It goes in one ear and out the other. Pretty much. You only think this because he's a very normal guy. Tetsuo Takahashi. I can respect this. I know nothing about this guy, but I can respect this. If they turned the swears into YTP equivalents like sus, then it would be funny. You could also send a pic. Again, we've been going 5 years strong on the stream, where people are still allowed to send links in chat because nobody's misbehaved. Except, like, bots who send, like, "Hey, Morgan, we love your stream. You will love our service where you can get 500 free followers." And then I go, "Oh, that sounds dope." And then I ban them from chat because this is obviously a scam. I do have an idea for a stream that I want to do on the 21st, by the way, for the 5-year anniversary. Her name's Akane. I will check this out in a bit, once I'm done with the race. Maybe Sonic? Dude, if I was like Sonic, that would be kind of badass. Like, that's my man. This is just reminding me that, like, I have a fake kin list on my Tumblr blog that, like, I've actually forgotten about, but still, like, it cracks me up a little bit. It really does. It's a funny little thing I've made that's fake as hell. I need to find this. It's probably, like, not that hard to find. Oh, this character's cool. She looks dope. Akane? That's pretty dope. Hold on, let me see if I can find my fake kin list. Yeah, it was really easy to find. You guys could look this up if you just do /tag on my Tumblr, /kin on my Tumblr blog. By the way, I want to point out specifically this image that's on my fake Tumblr kin list. This was the YouTube icon of a YouTube channel called Gay Doug Walker that does not exist anymore. Gay Doug Walker as a YouTube channel does not exist anymore, and this is the last remaining proof that that YouTube channel ever happened. Which is really sad because Gay Doug Walker had, like, a video on it that was, like, one of my favorites. It was, like, a fake, like, YTPMV of, like, AVGN going ass over, like, the Azrael fight theme. And then, like, he just goes, "This is an important message about something that just changed my life. I'm gay." I think about that every day, and, like, I wish I could find this video, because I literally, like, do you know how fucking often I would use a clip of AVGN saying I'm gay if I had it saved? Like, dude, I would fucking kill for that right now. Somebody's gotta be able to recreate it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I wish I remembered what the video was called also, because I do remember the title of it being kind of funny as well. Oh no! I do remember the title! The title was AVGN is not very happy. Which I think adds to the video. I think, like, the proper YouTube title and thumbnail can make a comedy video even better. Dude, what are these ass items that I'm getting when I'm, like, 5th place? I'm the gay nostalgia critic. I have gay sex with men, so you don't have to. I don't know, I feel like I've been watching too much good stuff recently. I think maybe I have to rewatch Nostalgia Critic The Wall and, like, humble myself. Because it really is one of the most dog shit videos anybody's ever put up. It's, like, legendarily bad. I don't want people to forget about it. You were gonna binge my garbage YouTube anime tonight, too? It's a slop night. You've never seen The Wall? The Wall, as a movie, is pretty cool. I did not watch all of it, to be fair. But yeah, it is kind of like a feature-length music video. It's like a story told in like a very abstract fashion. And it's like, it's a really cool piece of art. It really is. And then Nostalgia Critics The Wall is like literally the worst thing that maybe like anybody has made on Channel Awesome. Own the DVD and have never seen it? I think my dad actually just bought like the Blu-ray for Pink Floyd's The Wall. Dude, wait, I just realized Peter's in the game. Dude, Peter Griffin. Sad that fascists took the parody fascist hammer imagery from that movie and made it actually bad. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't know how to pick apart a movie beyond its illogical, so you think he doesn't know how to think or feel about The Wall? I mean, yeah. In general, a lot of his criticisms are just, like, stuff that, like, nobody else would reasonably care about. Like, it's him mostly being like, oh, dude, why are they bitching so much about school? Alright, I went through school, and I didn't bitch like this. And it's like, yeah, okay, Doug Walker, you're so smart. Thank you for doing your media analysis. You're right. That's what it was all about. It was just that, like, he didn't like school. It didn't have any commentary on the school system at the time, or Thatcherism, or any shit like that. It was just that school is dumb, and I don't like homework. Like, he's watching fucking Johnny Test. Nostalgia Critic plus Cinema Sins ruined media literacy. At the very least, it feels like the world is, like, recovering a bit from the great peril that was Nostalgia Critic and Cinema Sins. Like, I mean, video essays as a whole have gotten, like, a lot more popular these days. And, like, obviously not every video essayist has the, you know, the right stuff. And I can very easily say this because I literally, like, I have an English degree, alright? The amount of essays I had to fucking write in college, okay, I could tell you a fucking essay, kid. I could tell you what's a good essay or not, kid. Anyways. Like, but there's still some good ones out there. And there are some good ones that are pretty damn popular, too. It still sucks how many don't have a thesis beyond thing good or thing bad. Yeah, I feel like some people, like, say they're doing a video essay, and then it's actually just, like, closer to a review. Your Movie Sucks is, like, a name I haven't heard in, like, years. Your Movie Sucks is, like, in the same genre of, like, YouTuber as, like, Leafy to me. And, like, maybe that's not fair to Your Movie Sucks, but just, like, when I, like, associate, like, he's, like, of that era. Like, I cannot imagine watching Your Movie Sucks in, like, 2024 and being like, yo, this guy gets it. this movie really does suck, and then he's talking about, like, Toy Story 3. Don't we have anything better we can talk about? I don't even like Toy Story 3, and it's still, like, a little, like, it's a little much. It's just, like, it's very baseline media analysis. We do have something better to talk about, how Toy Story 4 sucks. True! True! You're so right. Red letter media is still okay every now and then, but you can't do a lot of it in one sitting. That's a sometimes food. That's understandable. It's understandable. I don't think I've ever actually watched red letter media. I know a lot of people who have, but I never went out of my way to watch them. I mean, obviously every January I will share the clip that says, fuck you, it's January. Because you know what? That really is how it feels every year. Fuck you, it's January. I think it is definitely one of those things where, like... And this goes back to the hater discussion we were having earlier. If you, like... If you, like, only, like, talk about shit that you don't like exclusively, like, you're probably, like, a little bit of a miserable person. Like, that's just how it be. Like, you gotta have a balance. Listen, hating is normal. It's natural. But you gotta, like things, too. Otherwise, you're probably just gonna make yourself, like, depressed. No, I'm an inspired person. I play shitty video games to give them the benefit of the doubt. Where do you think Doug's hair went? True. Honestly, again, this is why I can tolerate AVGN also, because despite the premise being very similar, AVGN is, like, ironic. The whole joke is that he knows that it's ridiculous to give a shit if this, like, 40-year-old NES game is actually, like, good or not. Like, nobody gives a shit. Aw, man, fucking, like, Booster's Revenge for fucking NES from 1986 is, like, a bad game? What the hell? What were they thinking? But, like, that's the point. It's like, who cares? Laugh at a guy who's, like, being ridiculous. Like, yeah, he like, knows he's playing a character. Yeah, Nostalgia Critic is just Doug, but louder. He's, like, trying to do, like, serious media analysis when he doesn't have the chops. Honestly, James Rolfe is more, like... is more qualified to do media analysis. He has a fucking film degree. And honestly, sometimes, I gotta say, I really do enjoy the more positive AVGN episodes, because, like, James Rolfe is fucking good at telling a story. And, like, obviously, when he's talking about a video game, it's not his story, but, like, he's really good at telling a story. You know, I think, I really like his Earthbound video. I think his recent Final Fantasy VI video is extremely good as well. Like, he's fucking, like, he's like, going more into, like, playing, like, a doofy, angry character, and he's still better at serious media analysis than guys who are actually trying. Yeah, and then he can scream in a hot tub of beer for 39 seconds. And that's not me saying that, like, AVGN should be taken as serious video game commentary, because for the most part, no. I do think the positive episodes, there is more to it, but, like, any old AVGN episode where it's like he gets mad at a video game, like, he's taking the piss. Don't take it too serious. I have a lot of respect for James Rolfe as, like, I don't want to say the word creator. So I'm gonna say filmmaker, even though that sounds pretentious as fuck. Yeah, what are we waiting for? Bowser? What is happening? I think I think it might be broken. What's happening? Mario sat on the Wi-Fi again? Why did it take so fucking long? What the fuck? Tug was trying to hack his way in. That motherfucker. Dude, that's like a nightmare scenario. If, like, Doug Walker tried to, like, invade my stream. James Rolfe has the range to do both serious analysis and also film himself taking a shit on Bugs Bunny. Literally. Like, literally, though. It's really commendable. Doug, what are you doing here? Doug, what are you doing with all that radioactive waste? Nightmare scenario is waking up and finding out there's a character based on you in a Doug Walker sketch. I don't know what the fuck I would do. If I found out one day that, like, Doug Walker tried to represent me in, like, Nostalgia Critic, I would, like, I don't know, I would, like, try going back to bed hoping it's, like, some kind of fucking nightmare, dude. Especially because I'm just some, like, fucking, like, Z-lister on Twitch. Like, how the fuck did he even find me? Why me specifically? I don't know, this, like, nightmare scenario is making me upset. No, stop. I don't want to be Doug Walker's The Wall. I would literally die. All in all, you're just another skit in the wall. That was pretty good. You got me with that one. Your nightmare scenario is being back in school and not knowing where your next class is? Dude, I was having, like, reoccurring dreams for a bit, where, like, I would, like, be in school, and I would, like, find out at the end of the semester that, like, I hadn't been attending any classes for one specific class, and I was like, oh, shit! I had just been going home early instead of taking my last class for the day. So fucking sick of school dreams. You graduated college 5.5 years ago. Well, now you're making me sad because I graduated college like only 1.5 years ago and they haven't stopped, and now I have to think about at least 4 more years. Probably for the rest of my life even. When does it end? When does the nightmare end? Why the fuck are we playing on this map again? Oh fuck, dude, I'm gonna have to repeat the grade. I'm gonna miss my friends. That kind of dream has happened to me. Although, for some reason, it like, meshes. It, like, meshes where it's, like, I have to, like, retake, like, an entire semester of school just to make sure I am allowed to have my diploma. When the fuck did I get in first? Dude, I don't even like this map. Someone blue shell my ass. I better not win on this map. Come on. I thought I was playing with some real mature Mario Kart gamers. Also, good night, V. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to be first. It would be really embarrassing if I got first place on this map, specifically. Now, a nice third place to let everybody know that I'm still quite good at the game, but not enough that I'm, like, fucking obsessed with this random Mario circuit from game Who Gives a Shit. Alright, you gotta keep yourself humble. You gotta keep yourself humble. Oh, dude, Piranha Plant Cove would go crazy. Had to go back to college 2 years after finishing because they withheld your degree for, and I quote, not having an entry-level arts credit. Went back to take one Drama 100 class? That's fucking crazy. Did they not think to stop you from graduating earlier? Had 6 art credits, but you guess none of them counted? So fucking ridiculous. That's fucking crazy. You like literally lived out like everybody who's ever graduated, like their nightmare scenario. Oh my god, the fact that you were emailing them so frequently too, fucking crazy. Dude, college should be fucking free. I've said this on stream before. College should be fucking free. As now I'm imagining you having to pay for this class when you were supposed to graduate 2 years ago, and it's like driving me crazy, because it's like, why the fuck should you have to pay for that? So fucking stupid. Oh god. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. No. I couldn't use my mushrooms to get that high up. Took you emailing the vice chancellor and going over to the heads of enrollment services to finally get it. Jesus Christ. If you take a later class, they should make it count that you took any prerequisites. Yeah, like, how are you taking, like, advanced art classes, and then they're like, oh, you didn't do the entry-level ones. What does it fucking matter if I did the advanced level ones? What are you talking about? Insane. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're all saying. It's like Mario Kart Cups if you think about it. Well, no, it's not, because Mario Kart Cups, if you do 150cc, you don't have to do 50cc or 100cc. You're fine. At least in Mario Kart 8. In the old ones, you're fucked. One saving grace was you actually had enough scholarships that you could afford all this BS without going into debt. That's good, at least. Still, fucking hell. Yeah, absolutely still a waste of fucking time. Like, holy shit. Great reminder that at the end of the day, colleges are just another fucking business. In this country. You know, I wonder whose fault that is. You know, I thought on the top, you know, it hit the tip of my tongue, a name that starts with the letter R, but for some reason, I can't remember. That's weird. Okay, high path seems much faster than low path. Although I did miss out on an item on account of my hops. Joe Biden? Oh, true. You know what? Kinda is all Joe Biden's fault. He is an old bitch. So it might as well be. Ow! Ow! Getting a little tired. Getting a little bit tired. I got one more in me. Not a super long stream tonight, but it'll be good to get back into the flow, as I have been a little lax with streaming the past couple weeks. But yeah, I guess since we're nearing the end of the stream, I definitely want to start Paper Mario very soon. I don't know if I'd start it tomorrow. Tomorrow is like a weird day where I work 2 to 8, so I work like a little late. So I don't know if that's the day I want to do it. Friday could be a potential because I work till 7. And then Saturday, I might try and get Jackbox arranged. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'll try. We'll see. We'll see. Unfortunately, I lost all my Mario Kart points this stream, so they're putting me down. This is a nice course, at least. This is a good old classic. You know? It's nothing too fancy, but it gets the job done. And you get to see Peach's beautiful castle in HD quality. Although you don't get to drive up to it, so actually it sucks. You know, actually this game, mid as hell. I did think it was kind of funny. There was, like, a video I watched of someone, like, clipping through stuff, or, like, going through walls so that they could get to inaccessible areas in this game. And, like, once they got to the DLC tracks, there was a lot less, like, surfaces like that they could stand on. And, like, I don't know, I think some people took it as, like, oh, they put so much less work into these later tracks, and it's like, dude, nobody's ever gonna see this anyways. Why did they put that much work into it in the first place? Nobody's gonna do that without a cheat. Don't let you go inside and drive into the Wario painting from 64 DS, so it's a 0 out of 10. I hate to say it, but you're 100% right. It'd be a lot better if you could go in the Wario painting. Oh, come on, come on, come on! Alright, 6th. I got in the top half, let's go. I got 3 points, okay? Alright. Alright. Nintendo has forgotten about the Wario painting. The soul has been sucked out. Doug, you're next. Anyways, though. Anyways, it seems like everybody in the lobby has disappeared anyways. Even my me has fucked off. Oh no, here we are. Well, not anymore. That's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank you all for coming. Hope you all have a good night and take care. I'll be back in the next couple days. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll probably stream Friday and like Saturday for sure. We'll see. We will see. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Bye! Oh, that's the med check alarm. Take your meds, everyone!